Hey guys, Joe Deary, Powerful Improvements, Putnam, Connecticut. Out here with Evelyn today. Look what a good dog she is. Affectionately newly named Stinky. Stinky the dog. She's a good dog. Quinn likes to make fun of her, so calls her Stinky. We've been out here working on the rig a bit today. Show you what we've done. Today, I'm trying to revamp the 8-gallon a little bit. So the K7 that was on there last year was getting tired, losing pressure, had been on since I bought the machine. This will be the 4th season on this machine, and we haven't done too much to it except oil changes. So I replaced the K7. We got a brand new one in there today. I want it coming straight off with a quick connect for my whip line over here to the Flow Pro. Pretty straight connection, I'm happy with that. We're gonna see how much it does in here. If it bangs around there too much, I'll wind up putting a 90-degree or a 45-degree connector in there and straightening that out a little bit to come over here. But for right now, we're gonna try it straight. The major change that I did today was I put a hydraulic line in, a hydraulic regular whip line for the bypass, because I was having have had a lot of problems with the bypass. I use the braided lines like this, like you see I have over there on the VRT3 with the 5.5. And they always wind up bursting right about a foot on the way up. They spring a leak, okay? And then it thrashes around so much. It comes up there, whips around in my tank. And we had that surging problem a lot with the K7. And I wound up installing, let's see, where is it? I wound up putting this barb right here in the end of the whip line with a like PEX type clamp. You can maybe see if I can focus, the PEX type clamp right there. And this offered, see the small orifice on that? Offered more restriction and stopped the whipping. But this thing will continually burst. See, it sprung a leak right there again on me. And then this inevitably whips around and bangs in the tank. It smack, 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 and it's ridiculous. And I'm just exhausted by it. So that's out of the rig. I've been talking to my friend Dennis. He called me the other day and we were talking about the surging, and I told him how I was going to remedy this potentially. And he went and adopted the same thing on his truck. He got it done on his truck before I got it done on mine. So good job, Dennis. But that's the way we're going to try to run the bypass this year. Also took the tailgate off my truck. I'm going to try to run with no tailgate this year, or at least for a little while this season, because it gives me just a little bit better access to get in and out of the truck instead of having to drop the tailgate constantly or climb over the tailgate. I'll have better access to starting the machines. I'm gonna hopefully not have anything floating around back here, put everything away in the multiple ridiculous toolboxes that I have. But whip line comes up, misses the bleach tank. I don't think it's gonna whip around and actually hit the bleach tank. I bought some super heavy duty zip ties and I got it zipped right to the cage, real tight. And then we put a bulkhead in there and I've got a quick release into the bulkhead. These are the steel fittings. This is all I was able to source locally, not too worried about it. They don't need to be super high pressure, ridiculous fittings. You know, if they were, that'd be great, but they're not, so we're not gonna worry about it. So the whip line's quick connected in there with a nice 3/4 inch bulkhead, couple reducers that I was able to find at the local hardware store. Again, zip tied. This is not gonna move around. It's not gonna whip. It's gonna shoot straight down into the tank. I didn't wanna come into the side of the tank. I did think about like coming in right here instead, but I don't wanna reduce my ability to max fill these tanks. You know, whether that would leak or not, I don't wanna cut a hole in the side. All my holes are gonna be up top in the bed here. This should be clear. This should clear the tank. We're gonna find out. I'm real happy with the install. This is still winterized, just put back together by hand for the video to show you what it's gonna look like. And we're not gonna run any water through it for probably another couple of weeks. We'll set the pressure on this using a green tip, and I'm probably gonna set it around 2000 PSI and lock it in, and that should run the way I like to run. I don't do too much surface cleaning, so I don't need a lot of high pressure out of this machine. This is a 3500 machine. Boom, there it is. that's gonna conclude my work for the day. I've been out here for, I don't know, hour and a half or so, and I got some other things to do, but I want to show you guys quickly the progress. And we'll be washing. I'm shutting down. I'm not doing any washing now until the beginning of March. First week of March, we got jobs booked, and we'll be getting some things done then. Bullet heat has been working out fantastic. Real happy with that. Yard signs, blah, blah, blah. And Evie sleeping on the job like a good girl. Catch you guys soon.